What's going on, guys? Rob with 3STRONG here. So we've learned that this kettlebell thing right here is not a scary object, but it's something that should be loved and cared for, and it will take care of you. Anyway, one of the biggest problems that people have with the kettlebell is how the heck do I hold it? When it comes to a swing, it's fairly simple. You know, you hold it like this, and then you do your little swing, and that's pretty natural, and I can do that one-handed or whatever. But when I start doing presses, now this is definitely not a dumbbell, and so holding this thing becomes a little bit strange. And how do I do this? This hurts my wrist. What the hell is this thing for? I don't want to use it. I'm going to go back to what I already know. Well, you're not here to learn something you already know. I'm going to teach you about how to suck it up, buttercup, and learn how to press, or at least get that kettlebell in what is called the rack position on your shoulder. Tomorrow I'm going to talk about the press. So I only need one of those. 3 things that you need to know when you're getting in the rack position, and that starts with, how do I hold this thing? With a dumbbell, since the weight is balanced on each side, you just grab the middle of it and then you start pressing, and it's pretty foolproof. Since this is an off-center object, and all the weight is at the bottom, this becomes a little bit weird. You know, where's it going to land? Is it going to hit you on the wrist? And how do I hold this thing? Well, this is how you hold it. You don't hold this kettlebell in the rack position when it's on your shoulder with your hand in the middle and the pressure even across the palm. We actually want this 45-degree angle. That looks like this. So if you get that kettlebell on the ground in front of you and you slide your hand in, I want you to push kind of the webbing between your thumb and your index finger all the way to the front edge of that handle. Now what you're going to do is you're going to rotate that hand. So notice how we have it at a 45-degree angle across the palm of the hand, touching the base of the palm on the pinky side. So if we do that and curl it up to our shoulder, notice how before we had something where the wrist had to be a little bit more active, if not pulled back. Now once we shifted that kettlebell to that 45-degree angle in the palm, I can keep a fairly neutral wrist, and that's comfortable for me. Okay, that's number 1, 45-degree angle in the hand with the handle. Now, you want that elbow tucked into your side, because since this weight is actually going to be sitting more towards your forearm and your bicep, you want that weight to be as close as possible to you. If you hold it out front, that weight is going to fall. So you want to keep that kettlebell close and keep it in nice and tight right over that elbow, pushed in towards the shoulder. And now notice where my hand is. So that's actually number 2. Keep that elbow in nice and tight, kettlebell close. The last piece is, now you want that hand pretty close to the middle. If I have it out here, I have to do a lot more work just to support the weight. Or if I go on the outside, now I'm putting a lot of undue torque, unnecessary torque on my elbow. So if I keep that elbow in, pull that hand in under my chin, it can actually sit right across my shoulder fairly comfortably. And from this position, I can actually do all my regular movements like lunges or squats and things like that, which are one of the many movements that you can do with the kettlebell. So that is the rack position. That's how you get it set up on your shoulder to just hold the weight there for the squats and lunges or any one of your lower body movements, or even to go overhead to do your presses. The presses I'm going to talk about tomorrow, guys. Okay? Try that. See you then.